Cameron Diaz is breaking her silence on Jamie Foxx's mysterious health condition, and she finally revealed the truth about Jamie's alleged meltdown on the set of their movie Back in Action and what really got him in the hospital.
You're making a movie, it's a perfect excuse. They own you. You're there 12 hours a day for months on end. You have no time for anything else.
Shortly before Jamie Foxx was hospitalized in Atlanta last month, reports emerged that Jamie called the police while filming Back in Action after discovering that someone had been plotting to steal $55,000 from him during the production. Several sources said that Jamie had a huge meltdown on set, and multiple people involved in the making of this movie came forward claiming that Back in Action feels like the most cursed film ever. The crazy thing is that just weeks after Jamie's rumored on-set meltdown, Jamie suffered a sudden medical complication and spent over a month in the hospital. According to the latest reports, Jamie most likely suffered a stroke, and after being released from the hospital in Atlanta, he was moved to a physical rehabilitation facility in Chicago. However, there are still a lot of contradictory reports in the media about Jamie's condition, and some fans are now speculating that someone tried to eliminate Jamie after he discovered the scam on the set of his movie. So how does Jamie's co-star Cameron Diaz feel about all these speculations? Did she notice something strange while filming with Jamie?
You know, you go to set, everybody wants to carry your bag and put you in, you're not allowed to do anything. God forbid something happens to you. Then they can't finish the movie and you're already on film.
Jamie Foxx has reportedly been released from the Atlanta hospital where he spent weeks recovering from a very serious medical emergency. TMZ recently obtained photos of Jamie's family, including his daughters Corinne and Annalise, as well as Annalise's mother, Kristen Grannis, visiting Jamie at a Chicago rehabilitation center. According to TMZ, the facility specializes in stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury rehab, spinal cord injury rehab, and cancer rehabilitation. Now, news about Jamie's hospitalization first broke on October 12th, and over the past few weeks, the media was flooded with all kinds of confusing reports about Jamie's condition. While some sources initially claimed that Jamie is fine and recovering fast, last week, multiple outlets reported that Jamie's family is preparing for the worst. And then, just days later, the story took another turn after Jamie's daughter, Corinne Foxx, shared an Instagram story claiming that Jamie has been out of the hospital for weeks. Update from the family: sad to see how the media runs wild, Corinne wrote. My dad has been out of the hospital for weeks recuperating. In fact, he was playing pickleball yesterday. Thanks for everyone's prayers and support. However, fans were confused by Corinne's statement because if Jamie really left the hospital weeks ago and was already feeling healthy enough to play sports, then why did the family let the tabloids run wild with rumors? And yes, the family deserves privacy, but that's exactly why some people say they should have put a stop to all the crazy rumors instead of allowing the media and Jamie's celeb friends to speculate about his condition for weeks. All of these strange reports have led some fans to speculate that Jamie's family was scared to say what really happened to him because Jamie might have angered some important people. See, shortly before Jamie was hospitalized, news broke that his movie Back in Action with Cameron Diaz was halted after Jamie discovered an elaborate plot against him and told the police that someone was trying to steal over $50,000 from him. According to the Daily Mail, the filming was immediately paused and the police launched an investigation, which ultimately led to a member of the staff getting fired. Meanwhile, The Sun reported that Jamie had a huge meltdown on set after discovering the scam, and according to one source with inside knowledge, Jamie fired several senior producers on the spot in a furious rage on set. The source also told The Sun that the movie feels like it's been cursed and that Cameron Diaz was so traumatized by everything that happened that she decided to go back into retirement. This film has been a bit of a nightmare, the source shared. There have been a lot of delays, especially with the weather thanks to filming outdoors in London in winter, but the latest issue is a bit more sinister. According to The Insider, multiple investigations were launched after someone tried to get access to Jamie's money, but no one could figure out what exactly was going on or how many people were involved. It sounds as though they tried to offer up a Rolex watch as part of the deal, but now there's an investigation into everything going on, the source said. People will be glad when this thing finally wraps. Back in Action was supposed to be Cameron Diaz's comeback movie after she stepped back from Hollywood in 2018. However, according to The Sun, the situation on set was so traumatic for Cameron that she's now planning to quit film acting again. And while it still hasn't been officially confirmed that this situation is directly connected to Jamie Foxx's hospitalization, the timing of it is definitely suspicious. If the reports about Jamie having a massive meltdown on set are true, then it's very possible that he suffered a stroke due to stress. However, some fans are saying it's kind of strange strange that Jamie would get so upset about someone trying to steal his money to the point where it caused him to have a stroke. Sure, the situation would be stressful for anyone, but at the end of the day, Jamie is a major celebrity, and if someone had really tried to steal $50,000 from him, he could have easily gotten it back. And this is why fans are speculating that Jamie must have discovered something more sinister, and maybe the plot against him wasn't just about stealing his money. Shortly after Jamie was hospitalized, several sources claimed that the police visited Jamie at the hospital and that he told the cops somebody was trying to kill him. And while these reports haven't been officially confirmed, fans still thought it was strange how the director of Back in Action, Seth Gordon, replaced Jamie with his stunt double just days after Jamie was hospitalized, almost like they knew Jamie wasn't coming back. Meanwhile, fans started saying that maybe someone tried to poison Jamie while he was filming Back in Action, and if this is really the case, it could also explain why Cameron Diaz now wants to go back into retirement and quit Hollywood for good. Because if Cameron decides to make a comeback after 5 years and now suddenly she wants to disappear again, it means she must have witnessed something really scary while filming Back in Action with Jamie. But what exactly did Cameron say about all of this? What happened on the set of Back in Action that made her want to quit acting again? Well, sources close to Cameron recently claimed that Cameron was shocked by Jamie's behavior on set because he was absolutely troubled during the shoot. He wasn't fun to be around, especially for Cameron, one source said. However, since Jamie has a reputation for being one of the nicest and most fun actors to work with, fans are saying they wouldn't be surprised if it turns out that someone has slipped something to Jamie while he was filming Back in Action that caused him to act crazy and eventually led to his scary medical emergency. Have you noticed how when stories come out about black actors, they are always said to be acting crazy or no one liked him, one fan said. So when they send him off or kill him, it's easier to pull off. And another person added, Jamie needs to hire separate security to watch his medications and stay at his crib to make sure nothing is tampered with. So sad, hope he gets well. Lesson learned, don't trust anyone. But how do you feel about all of this? Do you think that Cameron Diaz knows more than she's letting on? Comment down below and don't miss out on this next story.